Thank you, Dan, for giving us an overview of the case that led to our literature review. As Dan explained, Wall Street is partly responsible for the meltdown, but it was not possible without the help of Washington and their tremendously poor public policy, poor judgment used in creating public policy. The Federal Reserve has explained the alphabet soup of risky financial derivatives, such as ABS, MBS, CDO, and CDS, by explaining that these derivatives were the tools of the shadow banking system. These tools were used to build the Ponzi scheme that accelerated our race toward the meltdown. But the shadow banking system was given these tools by Washington policymakers. And the list of public policies that enabled Wall Street's shenanigans is long. And while I view the most significant poor public policy of the past generation to be President Nixon's elimination of sound money and transition to fiat money, our group began our literature review during the Clinton administration and the repeal of the Depression-era Glass-Steagall Act. It was the repeal of Glass-Steagall that most directly led to the rise of the shadow banking system. In 1933, Glass-Steagall banned commercial banks that offer checking accounts from acting as investment banks that buy and sell stocks and other derivatives, and now other derivatives. And it was the 1999 Graham-Leach-Bliley Act that gave birth to TBTF, too big to fail. If you have any reason to believe that in 1999, Washington policymakers were unaware of the potential consequences of Glass-Steagall, here is Senator Byron Dorgan on the floor of the U.S. Senate explaining his opposition to the repeal. And I'm just going to let the timer run for about 7 or 8 seconds. It's 10 seconds total. And then I'm going to go back to my conversation. But the litany of poor public policy continues. In 2006, the Washington Post reported that not only were the Departments of Treasury and Housing and Urban Development trying to limit the activities of the original too-big-to-fail twins, Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, but Fannie and Freddie were already being punished for known financial scandals, agreeing to pay $400 million in fines. We already knew who the crooks were. Yet even as late as 2006, responsible public policy intended to rein in Fannie and Freddie was bogged down in the Senate. And so again, Washington failed us. They failed to create good public policy, even when they knew action was necessary. And as the meltdown continues to unfold, we learn more each day. Just this month, the Huffington Post's Ryan Grin reported on just-released 2004 transcripts from the Federal Reserve meetings in which former Federal Reserve Chairman Alan Greenspan demanded secrecy about concerns of a housing bubble. Greenspan argued that the American people did not fully understand the housing bubble. Therefore, we should be kept in the dark. Total arrogance. Total secrecy. And it's that attitude that proliferated throughout Washington and led to the poor public policy which enabled Wall Street to bring the meltdown upon us.